And time and again, Quran says that Islam is not something, it was there from the beginning. This religion was one religion, it was not divided, but human beings were divided themselves. If I wanted to create everybody as one ummah, I would have created, but I do what I wish. And then when I checked the history, I saw one movie called 10 Commandments, Musa alayhi salam's movie. And when I saw his entire movie, which is based on the Torah, it's the same, that he is also talking about Tawheed. And when I saw Bible, the serial used to come Bible, and in all entire episode of Bible, Isa alayhi salam was always saying, worship my father, worship my father. He never said, I am God. But out of my feeling, even in Kannada we say, Namappa Neene Kaapadbeku, we say, so out of the feeling. So that does not mean literally that he is my father. So, it's relative, everything is relating that Islam is not something new. It's just that, I started hating Muslim because, their actions, their way of living, I used to hate it. Apart from that, religion is pure enough. So now I started confronting at home, telling my parents, my uncle. They said, whatever you're saying is right, but we cannot do this now. Because, I have to fear society. I am a Brahmin. I cannot openly say, even in our books it is there. You do what you want to do, we'll do what we want to do. We have no problems. So I embraced, they threw me out of the house, and then I was working somewhere in Kenya as a mechanical engineer, because I wanted to become highly qualified, and these ayahs, Allah had a different plan. So I had to leave the house when I had been pushed, either you follow this or this. So I left the house, and I was working as a mechanical engineer. I could not continue that work because it was giving me hard time with my salah, because I was working in shifts. Now how can I engage myself in a work which is stopping me from remembering Allah? So I left that work. I was jobless for a year and a half. Then anyway, Allah says in Quran that if you say you're a Muslim, don't you think we'll be tested? And it's very true. If I claim in the society I'm an engineer, I'll be tested for sure. There'll be an interview for me. That is, this guy's an engineer or not. And it was easy to relate whatever Quran is saying in my daily life, like judgment, akhirah, all this. Because Allah says in Quran time and again, if you're following this book, it's not that you're doing a favor on Allah. It's you're benefiting from it. For us, we are Samad, Allah who's Samad, we don't need you. If I want to create, I'll create anything. Yes, that is a superior quality of the God. God will not depend on the human beings. And I used to see it is right, because Akhirah was such an important thing for me to believe. And Allah says in Quran, most of the times, we give signs for those men who are understanding, who think. And I used to see, Allah says there is thousands of signs in this world every day, but I don't see any signs. How do I see signs? And Allah says in Quran, look at the day, look at the night, how we pass it. Look at the rain, how it comes. Do you see any fault in it? And I used to literally think, when the rain is happening from the balcony, I used to see. I used to really see, yes, there's so much of perfection. And I should tell my mother, if it was science, or if it was these stones, if it is created, I used to do puja, and I used to wash these stones. Why should I wash the God? God should be capable to purify himself. Why should I wash the God? It does not make sense. And to believe it's an atheist, I used to say, maybe science is, it's all nature, it's not Allah, or it's not anyone. And I used to say, okay, Big Bang Theory is all about, as per my summary which I understood, one fireball, one fine day it broke, went into pieces, and trees came, human beings came, earth was there, river was there, everything was there. I was thinking, if a rubber ball, if it breaks, the pieces of rubber will be seen. But if a fireball is broken, so you'll see fire everywhere, but I see, beautiful sky, beautiful land, beautiful trees, greenery. There's nowhere fire, so how can I believe some theory which is completely contradicting my everyday? And Allah says, don't you look at the sign, every day we make day and the nights, and they follow my command. And it's so true, because I am just here 25 years in this world, but these days and the night which is following, since centuries. If it was just an accident, it would have been the other way, because when you are working, you do an accident. Like when we human beings, when we are creating any component or any discovery, there will be accidents. But you see, subhanAllah, in Allah's creation, there is no accident. So this is what Allah says in Quran, don't you look at these signs for you to believe that I am existing? And it's like true, and my mother used to ask me, when I told her that, what are the signs? How can you say that Islam is right? I was like, if I were to ask you that, how do you prove that you are my mother? How can I believe you? If you are really angry, you will throw me out of bed. Whether you believe or not, I don't care for you. I don't need. I can get another son. Get out of this place. You will tell me this. But if you are patient enough, if you have compassion, you will show me the photo. See, this is your father and mother. We got married, and this is your birth certificate. I am your mother's name. You will give me the proof. These are the signs you will tell me. Based on these signs, for me to believe that you are my mother. Now, these signs are more than enough for me. But even if I am arrogant enough and he asks, no mother, I will not believe you as my mother, unless I see that I should understand that when I am taking birth under you, from you. And she will say, bloody hell, you cannot be there with that consciousness to see me, to perceive that you are my child, So she'll say, whether if you want to believe, you believe, these are the signs. If you don't believe, get out. I will have another baby, no problem. So similarly, Allah time and again says in Quran, whether if you want to believe, believe it. You are not doing favor on me by coming to, namaz, by doing all this. You are not doing favor to me. So then, school exams, my college exams. Suddenly declared that today will be your results. Well, I'm going through all this. And I was struggling with all this, so I never gave so much time to my studies. Alhamdulillah, I scored well. And when I went to college, results were delayed. I was so scared and shocked that if I fail, my career is gone. I will take one more year, and the people will not respect me. My mother will beat me. I will lose job, etc., etc. And I just thought that only because I fail in my diploma, my entire personality is shaking. That if I fail, I'll be gone case. But though I have another chance to prove myself and get better, I'm scared if I fail, I will not be successful in this world. Just imagine if I were to fail in this world by not worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what will happen to me on the day of judgment? Because you have lost. You cannot, once you fail in this world, there is no other chance for you to get past in the hereafter. So, this made me strong, that these are the Allah's signs for men of understanding to believe. They just don't, the deaf, dumb and blind, they don't believe, they don't come to the path. And I was just thinking, it's like, deaf means basically, when I don't want to hear, I just, when I was telling about Islam to my mother, she just used to go away. And she used to tell, don't sit with him, he'll brainwash. She used to tell my sister, don't sit with, this guy, he will brainwash you and he will also get you on this. So I used to say, yeah, this is what deaf means. Because though she has a capability of hearing, she does not want to hear because she knows it's truth and she does not want to get into this complexities. So this is what deaf means. I thought, yes, this Quran is so live, subhanAllah. Mind blind, though they see every day and night, but yet they are not believing in Allah's signs. It's true, every day I see day and night. For 18 years, I never thought that this day cannot be done by accident. But now when Quran is saying that they are blind, it makes sense because my complete priority was earning the money, making my career, bringing up myself like that. So I never thought of this. So it's basically for those who are conscious. So I was like, yes, my conscience was lost in earning and worldly matters. So now I told this to my parents and they said, my sister started questioning. When I told them, the story of Ibrahim, during the holy celebration, we burn, kamana, they call it, and we burn the, we go and get from every house some material and we burn it, kamana dahana, we burn it in the holy festival. And what they say, it is in that you're firing, it was ordered by a king to burn Prahlad. I've seen this story again. The Prahlad, he's like, I believe in God, he says. And the king says, which God? Where is your God? Is it in this stone, in this? And everywhere he keeps banging that, wherever the pillar is there. And suddenly from one pillar, one god of lion comes up and he kills him. And based on that, they celebrate Holi and subhanAllah, Allah says in Quran, Ibrahim was ordered to burn. The king says that I am the God. I give life and I give death. So Ibrahim says, well, Allah causes sun to rise and sun to, set. So he is stubborn, he cannot answer anything. So, he is ordered, burn him in the fire.